This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Good morning. We're live from Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One in the kitchen, which means it's time for our cooking segment. This morning we have Duane Wood here. He's the Director of Nutritional Services at Ottumwa Regional Medical Center. How are you?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Do it again. Hi, Brian.
Good to see you.
So today we're going to be making dishes dealing with squash, which is perfect for the wintertime, right?
Winter squash, yes. And I have to tell you about Emily Watson out of Fremont, Iowa, has grown these locally.
Oh, wow.
So they're really good. This is called a carnival squash, and it is very mild. We also have an acorn squash and then a butternut squash over there.
Okay.
And for you guys to take back to the office and the crew, I made a special butternut squash pie.
Oh my goodness.
And really
that
good.
works too well.
Yes. Okay, we've got two things working on here. And first of all is we're going to be doing a stuffed carnival squash. And how we start out is we brown 4 pieces of bacon, leave the fat in there, and then we're going to add some onion, a pound of ground beef, and we've got that done. And then we're going to add spinach, which I think Brian can do for me.
Can do all this?
And that, yes, and that is 10 ounces of spinach drained well.
Okay.
And just add in there, and your garlic over there, Brian.
Okay, about how much garlic?
A clove of garlic, or 2 or 3.
As much as you like.
Yeah, as much as you like. And we'll go ahead and get that all mixed up and going. And over here we have our butternut squash soup. And in that is onion, carrots, butternut squash, and we'll add some other things. But first of all, I wanted to show you real quick how to cut these squash. For the stuffed carnival squash, they're a little hard, so use your big knife.
Yeah. And muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And usually it's
Try
the
not to cut your
seed.
finger off.
And then I have this neat little avocado. You pull your avocado out, but it works great on squashes as well.
So
You always
clean-
have these great tools.
I know. Multi-use tools, and you just clean them right out.
Oh, that was
And
really quick.
Yep. And then that's done. And what you do is, I like to use olive oil. Just rub olive oil all on the inside, and you're going to put them on a sheet pan over there, Brian, if you can hand me that.
Absolutely.
You can also use butter for a little bit more flavor. As we all know, fat is flavor, but olive oil is better fat. So just put that in there, rub that around, and we're going to put that in the oven for about 45 minutes at 400 degrees to get that.
Just that, right?
Just
With
that.
nothing in there.
Nothing in there.
Okay.
And that'll really soften that up, right?
Yes, and then we're just going to add a little salt and pepper to them.
Okay.
Give them a little bit of flavor before
So I've
we...
never had squash before. What does it taste like?
It's similar to pumpkin, but it's a little more, less sweet.
Okay.
And a lot of people right now, what they're doing is cooking up their squash and then freezing it, so they have it all year long.
Okay.
And there's so many
Interesting.
different uses. We also have a spaghetti squash, which I didn't bring one, but it actually, when you cook it and scoop it out, it looks like spaghetti noodles.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
seen
You
okay.
that.
serve it over marinara, and it is awesome. Really, really good. Let me get rid of this mess real quick. And you can also roast the seeds of these just like you do pumpkin seeds.
Ooh, which are my favorite. How's it going over there, Brian?
It's going good. I'm getting this all
Okay.
mixed together.
Yep,
It's
and
actually
that'll
looking
be good. And that's working.
Okay.
We're over here, and this is also what we need to add now is a green tart apple.
Okay.
And we're going to get that in there. And the smaller the dices, the quicker it's going to cook for you.
Okay.
And everything else is. And normally they want you to cook your squash, but I par-cooked the butternut squash ahead of time so that we could save a little bit of time.
Great.
And your ratio is 3 to 1 squash and apple. So
Okay.
3 parts squash, 3 parts apple, or 1 part apple. And squash, you can eat it plain, buttered. Brown sugar is always great on it.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people doing that.
A lot of people, they like that sweetness to it, but
Right.
it can also be a great savory meal. You got that, so we'll get that in there.
So what's our next step?
Next step is we'll let the apples get soft, and I'm going to, or maybe Brian can run over and grab the
Absolutely.
pan out of the oven. And now what we've got is the completed product with the carnival squash stuffed.
Whoa, if I don't knock everything down.
That's
here.
okay.
There we go.
And then what we do, we go back to our bacon, which we've cut up into chunks. I already did that for her.
And you put it on top?
Put it on top. And you serve. So while I'm doing that, and I'll get soup ready, you guys can start tasting.
So do you just scoop it up?
Yep. You can use a fork to get the filling and a scoop to get that.
How's it taste, Ella? Let's see.
Well, why don't you try some too?
I could.
Here you go.
Well, I'm just going to try the inside right now.
Oh yeah,
Well, the
it's really
stuffing is
soft.
really good.
Yes, it is. Actually, I did this last night, and Susie, my wife, tried it, and she just had surgery. She hadn't been eating, so she ate the whole thing, so that was a good sign.
So my first time having squash, and it's really good.
Good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay, boat motor, referred to as a boat motor, hand blender, stick blender. You can just do it right in the pan. You want to get all your vegetables. I turn that thing up.
Joining us, we're live at Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One, and we're here with Chef Duane Wood, who just showed us some winter squash dishes. First, we made a carnival stuffed squash, and then right here in the pot, we also have a butternut squash and green apple soup. So really quickly, let's recap for our viewers what's in this carnival stuffed squash.
Okay, you want to brown 4 pieces of bacon. Take the bacon out, chop it up in chunks, set it aside. Then we're going to add our ground beef and onion. Cook that up, and at the last, you're going to add drained, well-drained spinach, defrosted,
Okay.
and some garlic cloves.
Okay.
You're going to stuff them into your carnival squash that came out of the oven, and then you top with bacon.
Okay.
And what did you think?
It was actually really delicious.
And actually, I think you are ready for the weather with Pippi stockings. Reminded me of Pippi Longstocking. So anyway, not the Wicked Witch.
Right.
Okay. Anyways, we got our butternut squash soup here, and what we've done is we've pureed up all of our vegetables. We've added the green apple, and then you just want to add a pinch of cinnamon,
Okay.
a pinch of white pepper, and white pepper's good in soups because it doesn't give it that black, the little black speck. So
Okay.
white pepper blends in, and depending on your needs, a pinch of cayenne.
Ooh, okay.
And we're gonna
Mix it together.
mix that all together and get those spices in there.
And we have about less
And
than a
then
minute.
a great way to serve this is you just hollow out a nice little carnival squash soup, fill it up.
Look at that. You have your own. It's like a bread bowl, only you have a squash bowl.
Right. And it's a great,
Original.
great presentation for your guest at
Yes.
dinner. Put the lid back on there, keep it warm, and you're
That's a
set
great
to
idea.
serve that.
How cute is that?
So we've got some little bowls here for you guys to taste.
Okay. And so while we go ahead and do that, I'm just going to go ahead and let all our viewers know. Thank you for joining us this morning. We'll post the recipes on heartlandconnection.com. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm Ella Soroka.
And I'm Brian Dukes.
And
And
I'm
this-
Duane Wood.
There you go. We hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you right back here Monday morning at 5:30 a.m.
It's good.